Okay, we're recording. So, welcome to your official 24 Hours to Emerald call. I am Jen Towner. I am a diamond coach and I live in Seattle, Washington, and I've been coaching just about a year and 4 months, I think. It was a year in November. And my co-host is, go ahead, Pam.
I'm Zany. I'm a diamond coach and I live in North Carolina, and I have been coaching since August of 2017.
Great. So we're just going to go over what it means to become, and I might swear because I'm trying to do stuff here. Can you guys hear me? Oh, shit.
See? First of all, girls,
Have
you ever been on one of these calls before?
Hold on.
You have? Okay.
Okay.
At least you've not?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so anyways, our group is we just put it out there, you know? We don't beat around the bush and we don't make things all pretty. Yeah. We just kind of say it. So if you're offended,
They can't see you.
you're not missing much.
I'm listening.
You can't see whoever you're talking to, so
Okay.
that's all right.
Oh.
Don't
I was just going to say, we just kind of flow, and there's,
And Debbie,
if we say something offensive, we're sorry.
Debbie
no,
is one
fine.
of, okay,
I
Debbie is
know,
one of my coaches, so she knows how I am. So
Oh dear.
let's get started because we got about 25 minutes left. So Beachbody gives you breadcrumbs. I'm actually reading from the script. Don't tell anybody. No. And helps you create a solid business plan that they have studied and tweaked to ensure that you will be successful if you follow the trail. Share this opportunity as like if you found the best hair salon, like I did, Zika Salon and Spa in Kenmore, Washington. Maybe we shouldn't record this. I don't know.
Maybe I should take over.
Maybe you should take
I
over.
mean, just to flock. I mean, I teach school. I'm used to talking off the cuff all the time anyways.
I talk off the cuff too, though.
This is true.
Probably going, what the hell did I get myself into?
These two are like, what the crap? Okay, so basically, here's the thing. Becoming a Beachbody coach, if you're just doing it for the discount, but if you really want to try to make this a business, you really need to get to Emerald as fast as you can, because that's when you at least can pay yourself back. Really. And it's really not even hard. You simply find two people. If you've got a spouse, you sign them up. Now, here's my deal. So I joined in August because my coach bugged the living crap out of me to join her. I really joined to shut her up. True story. She just wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like, whatever, Heather. So then she asked me to go to Mexico on a trip that she had won last year. I thought she was making this up. She's like, no, really. She said it's all inclusive. So I went with her. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. No, that trip was insane. I've never been at any kind of a resort anywhere in my life of that level where literally it was like actually getting to be the incredibly wealthy for like 5 days. It was insane. And so when you got to see that side of Beachbody, you were like, oh, this is that. This is real. And the only way you get to do those things is by getting your business started. And by getting your business started is getting yourself to Emerald. So literally the first thing that I did, which they told me, was as I signed up my husband. I didn't have money to sign up my husband. I'm a school teacher in North Carolina, one of the poorest education states in the nation. But I sucked it up and I signed him up. And then I just had to find another person, and my business was turned on. But Beachbody has everything set up to help you get where you need to be so you can start rolling. And
Yes, rolling. Hi, Amy. Welcome.
Hey.
So we're just talking about how to get to Emerald. So in Beachbody, in order to get your business started, you need to sign up 2 coaches, one on each leg. So the first thing I did, I realized not everybody has a spouse. I do not have a spouse. You can sign up your spouse or a parent or an adult child over 18. And there's a U+2 rule. So you can use your credit card to pay for your mom's coach fees, et cetera, et cetera. So the first thing I was ever told to do when I signed up was just get to SC, hit Success Club before anything else. My coach Cece didn't even tell me to get to Emerald. She's just like, hit Success Club. So I actually found my way to this group. And so it took me about 3 weeks to do it. But I just did what people told me. And I know it's really weird at first, but you just do what people tell you to do, and just do it. Like Nike says, I'm actually going to go to my little list here because I really don't want to miss anything, because you will have people tell you that Emerald is a decision, and in a way, yes, it is. It's totally a decision. What I find is that people think about it too much and they talk themselves out of it. And when I started, I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm just going to sign you up as a coach. Is that okay? So, and they were like, I did that with Amy, right?
Yes.
Congratulations,
Hey,
Amy.
the savings, right?
You're going to be a coach. You don't even know it.
Yeah. So Emerald Point is the starting point of your business. You need 2 coaches, 1 on each leg.
And the program will automatically put 1 on each leg for you.
So you don't need to worry about that. And they don't have to be people who want to actually do the business. They could just be people who want to get the discount on products like Shakeology, or I'm doing the Ultimate Reset. I got my coach discount on that, or they just really like the product. So it's sort of like getting a Costco membership or a Netflix membership. You get all the stuff and you just pay like a monthly fee. So people you sign up don't have to be into it to build a business although words are hard. They'd be crazy not to, in my opinion. So that is, they don't have to be business builders. You and 2 people can be U+2. I talked about that a little bit earlier. You can use the same credit card for you and a spouse and a child, or like if you had 2 parents that you wanted to sign up, 1 on one leg, 1 on the other, you can pay for those yourself. So that is an option if you have 2 parents or a spouse and a parent who'd be willing to help you do that. Let's see. So you are able to control those 2 other accounts and use your credit card. If you if you become an Emerald, you start accruing volume. One of the ways that you earn money in Beachbody is through commissions. So if you sell somebody a challenge pack, you get a $50 commission. If you sign them up as a coach, you still get that, but it's called a fast start bonus. As you start enrolling customers and coaches, and you are an Emerald, you start accruing volume. So it doesn't make sense at first, but if you're an Emerald, you're accruing that volume, and as you build your business, it doesn't always happen really fast, but as your volume accrues, you will earn what's called the team cycle bonus. So I am a diamond coach. As an Emerald coach, you earn $14 per cycle bonus. For a Ruby coach, what is a Ruby?
It's what I currently am until I get another coach put back in place and get my diamond back.
But you're a lifetime diamond.
I know.
Don't be negative, Pam.
I'm bitter.
So, Ruby coach, you get a $16 cycle bonus. Diamond coach, $18 cycle bonus. And it may not make sense yet, but If you are consistent at enrolling 3 people a month, so you hit Success Club, you will get free leads from Beachbody. So these people will magically appear into your coach office. And these are people who sign up at, like, they're watching their infomercial in the middle of the night with a tub of ice cream, and they're like,
So
shit,
the website.
I act together. These people will just magically appear in your office. So these are your free leads. And also, if you hit Success Club 10, you get paid leads. So I hit 10 last couple of months, and people will just appear in my office, and I earn commission off of these people who just order off the internet, and they are plunked in my office. So that is one of the benefits of becoming an Emerald sooner rather than later, because you start accruing volume, you start getting into the swing of things, inviting people, you start accruing volume. And what else am I missing, Pam?
I think
I'm going to look at my notes.
Are y'all all wanting to work the business? Is that what you're really wanting? You want to do this, Elise? Is that what this is? You want to do this, or are you just
Yeah.
trying to figure it out?
No, I understand. So if you like the U or U+2, is that what you guys would recommend if no one's like biting at the coach option?
Here's what I did, because I know people think I'm crazy. This is not an excuse, but it's the reality. Where I live in North Carolina, people don't have a ton of disposable income. Now, I have to put this in perspective, because the prices of Beachbody stuff is the same for everybody all the way across the United States. But the incomes around the United States aren't the same. So we've got a friend in San Diego who is killing it. That $180 in San Diego is no big deal.
Right.
$180 where I live in North Carolina, that's a big deal. If you're in
Right.
Manhattan, it's not a big deal. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I have a very hard time getting other people, so I had to go that route. So what I did was I signed up my husband first. He didn't even know. He didn't even know. So I'm not sure he still knows. So then I was talking to a girl. I know. I was talking to a girl that I work with, because I have 2 jobs, 3. And she was really into it because she liked the programs. There's so many people, you just drop the name Shaun T, and people are like, oh, I know that guy. You're talking about those DVDs I got from 5 years ago? Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
And she was like, I'm in. So she jumped in. So I was, bam, Emerald. And I was very excited about that. But then it gets harder. You,
Mhm.
however, Elise, I'm just going to put there, are in such a better position. Sorry, ladies. Than the rest of us because of your age. I'm dead serious. Your age.
Yeah.
And you're in that group is so much easier than those of us that are older, because it's real hard to convince the people in our lives that are older that they need to do this. Am I right, Jen Towner? It's hard. So I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be negative Nelly here.
It depends. Seriously. But you just got to be consistent and invite.
Absolutely. But you're lucky. I envy you. I would try to get your friends before I U+2. Honestly, try to get your best friend and be like, look, girl, we're doing this. I was there for you at all those other times. I don't want to hear it. Get her and try to save your U+2 if you can, because
Okay.
sometimes somebody will drop on you and you get ready to have a rank drop and you're like, oh my God, a panic attack at 11:59, and then you can U+2 and it's like your life vest. I've done that.
But what I would say is, if you have, what you want to do is have somebody like a husband, a wife,
A boyfriend.
a parent. Well, what I would personally do, because boyfriends can go away. Am I right? Because like I got my mom. You want somebody right underneath you. And actually, Debbie is underneath my mom. So, but it just, my other coach that I signed up when I started was somebody that I went to college with. And she's no longer a coach, but she was like, yeah, I want the discount. Yeah, I want to do this. So, I just kept in talking to people. And what I would suggest, if you want to do this, enroll one person, like a spouse or a parent, and then leave that other leg open and go through and make like a list of 10 to 20 people who are like your dirt list. So people who would buy dirt from you. I unfortunately, my sisters will not buy dirt from me, but my mom would. So, but just kind of go through and make lists of contacts and just kind of go through these lists. And at the very beginning, it was really awkward for me, but I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. You want to do it with me? It'll be fun. You can get the discount. And it felt kind of weird, but the more you do it, the easier I think it gets. Would you say that is correct, Pam?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's hard to put it out there because you feel weird and awkward, but that's a whole nother thing. I would, if you've got, like, if your mom is somebody that's like, honey, I'll do whatever you need me to do, get your mom, because she's not going to drop you.
Yeah.
Or whoever that is you're looking at.
And
hey.
If you're paying for it, it's like I actually signed up my mom, and I have her Shakeology come to me, and I have it come to me in packets, so I can send it to people for like samples, or give people an idea of what it's like. Or say if I was running out of Performance Line, I would order it through her account so she would stay active. So that's what I do with my mom. So it's not like both of you have to both do everything. You can order through different accounts to get different stuff. And actually, my mom doesn't do the workout, so I canceled her Beachbody on demand, and we just get Shakeology or Performance Line through her account sent to me. So.
Right, like my husband, what I did, I signed up for the Shakeology before I signed him up, and then he was stealing my shakes. He's like, "Are you going to make me one of those?" I'm like, I guess I am now. So I signed up for the Performance Line, and then we weren't using it as much, so I ended up with like tubs and tubs and tubs of performance stuff all over my house.
You were going to say something else, weren't you?
Well, I'm spending me and him, and I'm like, that's nuts. So I went in and dropped him to the minimum amount of PV to make him active, and did that. And we get Beachbody bars under his name now.
Yeah.
What's PV?
PV is personal volume. So that is whatever you order and whatever your customers order. So like Amy, when you order Shakeology, that is 90 PV. In order to stay active as a coach, you need 50 PV as an emerald. Because once you go in active, all that volume you've been accruing goes away. So it's like when I started, I just started signing up people as coaches. I haven't had a few people as customers, but I was a little bit of an anomaly and had like 16 coaches, but I was still an emerald. But people will go in and out of activity, based on whether or not they're, are participating in challenge groups or whatnot. I totally lost what I was saying. But what else?
How about you all ask us some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. Like, I've been talking to quite a few people, actually. I have like a list of 10 that I'm having conversations with. Mm-hmm. And like most of my friends are like right out of college, they have all the expense. Oh yeah, money. That's like my only.
My daughter's 21, I know.
Yeah, I have 2 people. They're like, yeah, I'll do it, but next month, next month is better for me. So I'm debating on doing the U+2 or just waiting, because this is like my second week, I think, as a coach. But yeah, money is like the only roadblock I'm coming to.
And that's everybody's roadblock. It actually drives me insane. I've got
Yeah.
this one girl. All she does is like every single thing that I do. Comments on everything. I'm like, girl, you need to do this with me. Oh, well, I don't know. I know, right? I don't know. And then she comes back down to the money thing. And I gave her this deal you couldn't beat with a drum. And I said, you know what? Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen Towner.
Okay,
Yeah.
what I would suggest doing is you have these people say, well, I understand cost isn't an object. You know, you sign up for the coach discount, you get a couple of your friends to do it with you. And that way they are bringing in people. You say, hey, how about if you invited a couple of your friends to do it with you? That way you could get the cost of your challenge pack covered. So kind of like building that up, and it may not always work, but you know, it's
People that really want to do it will find a way to do it.
yeah, it's like
Right.
I was like in my head, I knew that I was gonna do it, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna coach. I'm not gonna join the challenge group. I'm not gonna do this. But in my head, I knew that I was. But then I sold a couple of paintings, and so I was like, shit, I can do this. I can afford it. It's like here's a personal story. When I finally moved out of my mom's house when I was 40 something for the second time.
Girl.
No, it was after grad school. Come on. But it was like, I didn't think I could afford it. But the reality is that I was like kind of scared. And I think a lot of people, if they bring up the money objection more than a couple of times, it probably is the money. If it's not that, it might be some other fear that they're like fear of making a change or fear of
Failing.
yeah. So, you know, and also the thing is not to take anything personally because, you know, if those are your people, they will come to you or it'll happen. So
And it does take a long time. Some of the things I've learned, I know, right? Me too. It, because I spent a lot of time, unfortunately, throwing out invites in a cold market because I talked to like all my friends and stuff, and they're like, no, 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 blah, 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 on and on and on. And so one of the things that they talk about, and you all really, really, really should get on our Togetherizing team calls on Monday nights, true story, because you learn so much from the people that are doing really well. So one of the things that they said was, you can't just jump in and go, hey, want to do this with me? Because you freak people out. But you know, taking the time to talk to people and be like, you know, I think what's they calling it? What's the little acronym they're using? Oh, something, something question. Comment,
QQ,
click, comment, question, CCQ.
CCQ. I don't know what it stands for.
It's like click, comment, question. So instead of sending somebody some invite out of nowhere, you show interest in them on their pages so that they have seen your name pop up before and you're not some creepy stranger, because the stuff that's going around on social media selling everything in the history of the world is just washing out things. So, you know, they're used to creepers. So click something, like somebody's, make a comment, you know, do something before you drop a bomb on them, unless you know them. And if you know them, bomb away.
Yeah. I think personal branding is a huge thing too. Like getting people to trust you and being consistent. So I feel like over time, 6 months, this might be easier, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really hard when you start out, and the thing is like they'll say just put on the blinders and just, you know, say I don't know what I'm doing, but also be assured that there is a great resource behind you. Coaches, all of the coaches on the team, I've never met a mean or nasty coach. A couple of bitchy ones, but no, I'm just kidding. But you know, everybody is there to help, and it's not like a competition at all. So
I'm
so
trying to get it.
just, you know, do what your upline coach tells you to do. No, it's like they have this new business activity tracker, Bless you, Debbie. I don't know if you just sneezed. I didn't hear you. But like, just get on calls. Because it's like I became an Emerald. I didn't really know what that meant, but I remember the first time I actually got paid was like all of a sudden $60 showed up in my checking account. And I was like, what? I'm getting money just by helping people? I was like, I can do this again and again and again. And it's not always going to be like really easy, but just being coachable and duplicating what other people are doing, or it's like taking immediate action, that is gonna be what gets you up and going. And it's not gonna happen overnight unless like you might be Aaron Hopkins or something. But also now no, she didn't get it overnight. But also we are on like a kick-ass team, and our team is not like any other team in the Beachbody company. It's like we do things differently. It's like it's our parent team is like Together Rising, because we are all together and
we're rising
each other. Yes, and we are rising. And we're kicking ass and taking names. Boom, mic drop. So let me see.
I'm on medication.
Huh? You're on medication? So am I.
Shouldn't all be.
Lexapro. We should have been Team Lexapro.
No, menopause is better.
We should change that.
I
Okay.
don't know. I like menopause. That's a good name.
So
no, Elise, you're totally not a menopause, but you can be a baby posse. So it's okay. Here's something else that Moira told me. As important as it is to get to Emerald so you can start working your business, if you're not familiar enough with everything Beachbody does and all the programs, and you want to take some time to learn Beachbody and what you're doing, do it. You will be a better coach for that, because your friends are going to be like, why should I do this? And you're like, I don't really know, but they told me to get you. So, but seriously, I mean, I waited forever before I finally decided, okay, I want to do this. And it was because I was in Mexico and I saw these other girls and they were doing all this stuff. And I was like, oh, no, hold on. No, I didn't know about all this stuff. So that made things different.
what stuff were they doing?
No, getting to go on that trip.
Oh, gotcha.
It was the Success Club trip last year, and we went to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico, and it was called Unico. It was like a year old. Seriously, I mean, we walked around like this the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wish I were even joking, and I'm not. It was that ridiculous. And I was like, no. I want to go to places like this. I want to be able to take my husband on places like this, and I don't want to have to pay for it. So that's what I was like, okay. So it's that, get used to what you're doing. The other thing that I have officially learned after all this time, and I know you're going to be like, you're stupid.
I'd never say that.
I will say that, is that you have to prove the program works.
Well, shit.
No. If you're not there, what you do is, hey, I'm not a Barbie doll, but you know what? I'm trying to get myself where I need to be. I've got a fitness goal. I've got a life goal, and I want you to do this with me, because together we keep each other accountable. We do what we got to do, and we do this together as a journey. Together. And then, if they follow you, great. If they don't, you keep taking pictures, you keep doing video clips, you keep posting, and what you want to do is have them see you progress and change and get better and get stronger and lose weight and tighten up and happy and successful. And they're going to go, shit, she asked me to go with her. I didn't go. I just ate Doritos. Damn it. That's what we need to do. And I didn't do that. And so I'm like, okay. So I've kind of changed my way of thinking, and I'm going to do things that way. I'm going to show the progression. And if you're not friends with me on Facebook, you need to be, because I can be entertaining. But that's what my thing is all the little video clips. My situation is a little bit harder because I have a job. I teach school. So, I mean, I'm up. I've got to go to school all day. So I don't have all the time to do the cute little presets. I don't even know what that means, and the little filters, and being on all day long. I can't do that. So, yes. Yes, Miss
I
Towner.
like to raise my hand on team calls just because I don't like to interrupt. But also know that even if you have a full-time job, or me, I work full-time, I'm also pretty much a full-time artist, and I did teach fitness classes. There you can work the business part-time and still have success. You use this business activity tracker. And then also, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. So if you see all these people, because there's a lot of younger moms on the team. I'm not a mom. I've never been married. It's like, and I'm past the age of reproducing. It's like, but finding your own niche. So it's like me, my focus is like feeling better, mental health. And I know not all of the products work for every single person. It's like Debbie right there, I'm calling you out. You can't drink Shakeology, but she's doing 2B mindset. So there's all these other different options. So you can get like blinded by other people. Well, they're doing this, they're doing that. And once you figure out what your niche is and what your journey is and your story is, or they call it your avatar, who your person is, middle-aged lady body right here, menopause.
Right.
So that's it. Yeah. So do we have any more questions? I'm going to look here. And we have an assignment for you. You're like, shit. I didn't know there was going to be homework on this call. If you want.
I can give you that kind of homework if you want it. I can do that.
Yes. So if you are interested, our call to action right now, CTA, not Chicago Transit Authority, I went to school there, but what I would do is write out a list of 10 to 20 people you want to build a business with, or you think would be groovy. It's like, not your dirt list. It's your like, I like these people. I would like to run with these people. I would like to work with them. Write down 10 to 20 people who you'd like to build the business with. Who do you want to have coffee with or travel with? Write them down and share it with your coach, me, or two of you, if you're interested. And then a list of 20 to 30 people, I know, numbers, who could benefit from the challenge group, who would support you. And then enroll you plus one immediately. So just getting one person, I'm sorry, I'm looking at your niche as being empty nesters. So yeah,
I mean, seriously, at least when you're talking about those of us that are older, I mean, you got a lot of women that have just given up. They're like, well, this is what I got. And I'm like, but they don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. And a lot of those women, the younger girls don't give a crap about whatever they do at the gym because they've got this whole different sense of themselves than those of us that grew up in the 70s and the 80s did. I mean, it's just different. I don't like working out at the gym. Is anybody paying attention to me at the gym? No. Am I mental and think that they are? Yes. Like, you're really not that entertaining. So I'd rather work out at home because I know I'll work harder if I don't feel like people are watching me. So that right there appeals to a lot of people when you tell them you can get just as good of results at home where you don't feel like that you're being scrutinized.
Yeah. And it's different for everybody. It's like me, you could probably tell I don't give a shit what people think about me, so I'll show you my tummy. I don't care. But
I'll show my booby.
Stop. We're
Did you say
recording.
tummy?
Yeah. Pam, we're recording.
Oh, then I should have done a better job. Go back and watch that part.
I'm going to erase that. We'll fuzzy out. Okay, so, a little fuzzy out here.
Jen Towner loves me. I don't care what she says.
She's a little crass at times, but yes, I do. We were at this diamond retreat. When was it? Beginning of January. Middle-aged ladies. Whoa. but there's quite a few of us middle-aged ladies, and
Yeah, but you know what? They're on the bottom end of 40, and we're over here. So, and their kids are all still little, and that's the difference. Some of them waited to have kids until later, like Heather. So Heather is a year younger than me, but she's got a second grader and a fifth grader and one that's a junior in high school. And I don't relate to that because I've got one that's a senior in college and one that's a junior in high school. I don't understand